all the animations, these units that you see are going to be improved. Just like that logo that you probably noticed was looping every 3 seconds. It's a placeholder logo. You won't see any loop. It'll be high quality and fire burning. And it'll be cool. And all of these characters, like right now, see eyes at the bottom right here. If you highlight them, and summoner, all he's doing is a little 1 pixel offset. That's because that's all I've managed to do so far. But the code is already good to go. It's just that it takes work, and I gotta do everything myself. So eventually, you know what I mean? Like this guy, his little branches will all be animated, and his robe will be rippling. He'll be, waving his little blade back and forth. It'll look cool. It'll look way cooler. But for now, this is what we got. So I just want to give you that before we get going. So you don't judge the game too harshly. It's gonna look cooler than it does. To where really the only thing that it's gonna look homemade, I guess is the word I'm looking for, would be just the fact that the water is just squares. But other than that, I mean, I think it looks really cool. So I'm just trying to think, and I know I'm not, remembering everything that I need to, or even, I'm like, there's just so much in my mind that I'm trying to like pick the right things to where I won't do any of what I wanted. It'll all fall out of my head, but I'm trying. It's not as simple game as you see, but don't be overwhelmed and be like, oh, I'm not playing that. Cut it off. Listen, it's actually very easy to learn. And I'm going to break it down for you right now. Thank you, all right, let's go. So, if you'll notice, that was the HUD, by the way, that you saw flash. I got fixed that little bug where it started. I'm pointing with my finger, like you can see. But we saw where it started, where it wasn't filled in all the way. All right, so but I'm gonna cut it off for a minute. I'll cut it on in a minute. So first off, just look, it's blue screen. This is what the game is about. Here's how it works. Like, I'm gonna break it all down, but like for real, it's not. Now it's crazy complicated in the sense of. It's not just player versus monster, though that is in the game. So you can always, I don't care what it is, if it's player versus or enemy, I'm saying it wrong, player versus computer, you know what I'm trying to say, PvE, player versus enemy, player versus computer, you can always find a way to cheese it. You can always cheese it, no matter what it is. But in this, the meat of it is one versus one versus another human. So they're going to be trying hard, and they're going to have all type of everything for you. So I just got to look real quick. All right. They're going to have everything. Like whatever strategy you come up with, they're going to have a counter strategy. Because that's how the game is built. It is my sincere and solid intention to cause it to be fairly balanced to where you saw when I was selecting units, there was 2 pages of them. I want every unit to equal the other in power. And then, of course, the S-classes to equal each other, which you can only get one of those. And then, of course, stronger. But my point is, balance is what makes or breaks a game. True gamers know this. This isn't a game made by a corporation. This is with my dream since I was 15 to make it. And I digress too much if I talk too much. So I just want to say that I'm going to be here playing it every day, improving it, and I'll be right alongside you starting with 0 items. The item system isn't implemented yet, so I'm actually I'm not really going to talk about it any more than just to say it's going to be extremely expensive, and I will earn my items the same as you. And there's no pay to win. The payment is only for cosmetics. That's it. So you don't need that. Just make your hero glow. Where's your hero? Here, you see Bob. If you were named Bob, you didn't have a little aura on him. Or let's come over here. Let's go to the next turn. So let's So it's me. So here's Joe, right?
Where
so,
you want me?
I would have a little aura on me. You see what I'm saying? This bothers me. I'm gonna skip a couple turns. I'm gonna do something. So what I'm doing right now, instead of going with the normal flow of the game, how it would be blue turn, then red turn, then blue turn, then red turn. You see how the blue turn moves all their units, and the red turn moves all theirs. But there's one thing that just bothers me so badly, and I meant to fix that programmatically, which is, it's honestly several hours of work. But I was gonna do it before I made this video. Forgot all about it. So let me just do it right now and show you into mine. This character actually has it fixed. So you'll notice when I went to move this unit, you see how it's bleeding over on the edge here, and it's just, what you see on him, it doesn't. It just needs to be fixed. And I just want, so look, even if I bring up like his teleport, does he have magic? Just a minute. All right, so even if I try to, you see if I try to teleport with him, you see how it's only gonna, you see what I'm saying? So everything's just clean and precise. The reason I bring it up is because I just want you to think that like it's just some like amateur hour, like I'm pouring my heart into this, and I cannot tell you how many hours is in it. So it just, any little thing like that will be fixed. And if you're playing and you come across some little thing that's annoying, you don't have to like just deal with it for 10 years because you love the game and it's just an annoying thing. You tell me. I'm online all day, every day. And more chances than not, if you say it, there's like a 90% chance I'll see it. And if I didn't see it, say it again the next day, it'll catch me. Right? And then I'll fix it. I don't want the game to have bugs either. So if you notice right now, as I'm running along and I'm like when I just did his teleport, it didn't do anything. But if I were to use this guy's teleport, watch. His what is it, Black Step? Yeah. Sorry, I have to think. It so long. All right, so if I were to use his Black Step, notice when I said it didn't do anything, it just like teleported this guy instantly. That's because only 4 units right now actually even have their attack animations implemented, and this is one of them that does have them. So if you'll notice, this is essentially a teleport. It works a little bit differently, and then it takes magic, or it takes HP, but the point is it's going to move him the same way as the teleport did, but you'll notice there will be a visual along with it. That's what I mean when I said it didn't do anything. So watch closely when he moves between where I'm bouncing. Get it? It's cool, right? So now what I'm going to show you is an attack from, again, a Death Knight that does not have his attack animations implemented. Let's bring up the HUD here. So you can see his attack is going to do between 15 and 45 damage. It's going to hit it's going to hit poor Bob here, who has no defense and no resistance, as you can see. So that means it's going to do the full amount of the damage of the range that it could be. So let's see how much damage it does. Boom. But as you see, it didn't do anything. Again, it was just an instant attack. Just like if he attacks back, it's just an instant. However, the Ice Mage is another one of the ones that actually has his attack skills implemented and the 4 spells, as you can see. And so every unit will have four skills. And so if you'll notice, his every unit has an attack that does, for lack of a better term, I'll use the word normal damage. So everybody, let me, before I get to where I was going with him in a minute, so let me just tell you how it works quickly. So look at him, his attack, notice it says Soul Possession is purple, Teleport is yellow, Soul Ignition is blue, but attack is black. You see here, Small Flame is black, attack is black, Bolt is black, attack is black. You get it? So when it's written in black, that means Ice Orb is in black. That means it's going to do normal damage. There are only 2 types of damage in this game. There are normal damage, and then we will call it special damage. So normal damage is affected by resistance, or you can say magic damage. I guess that's better. It doesn't matter. Fine, magic damage. But I was just trying to think of a good term, because like a Taekwondo's kick, is that magic? But if it's an ability, it's magic damage. So whatever you want to call ability, there you go. That's perfect. That's the way I'm going to word it. I just came up with it in real time with you here in the video. So there is normal damage, and then there is ability damage, is what we'll use the words for it. Normal damage is modified by resistance. So if it was supposed to do 25, and Bob here actually had 5 defense, then it would only do 20. It's that simple. And so if it was a magic damage attack, none of the Ice Mage's magic attacks do damage, but or an ability attack. But if any of his abilities did damage, then the ability damage is modified by resistance. You get it. So let's do a Ice Orb attack. Let's see what happens. So that's how it's supposed to look when you do an attack.
Unit selected.
For instance, this guy's, he's running around here. He's going to quit following me. So he's going to hit him with a lightning bolt. You will see the lightning bolt. Okay. Alright, so now. So this guy, why is he good over the water, but another one isn't? Because as you will see, if you're not sure how something works, so the controls are super easy. I'm going to explain them in a minute, but first I'm going to just tell you what left click does. Obviously, you click stuff. You know what left click does. Right click is for the HUD. That's it. That's the only thing it ever does. Right click turns the HUD on and off. That's it. So if you want to look at the HUD, and the HUD's very clever, as you see, like if you're up here, it automatically moves to the, I'm not doing this, it's automatic, just when you move the mouse. If I'm looking at any unit above this point, above this horizontal line, it's going to be at the bottom, so it's not in your way. And if I'm looking at any unit down here, it's going to be at the top, so it's not in your way. And you've noticed if it's real clean, man, I have this down literally to the fraction of a millisecond, if I'm correct, or at least to the millisecond. So, I mean, I really timed it out. So like, notice how if I mouse off and then I come back, notice when I mouse off of this guy that the words go away, but then they come back. See, the words go away and come back. But see, look, I'm doing it too slow. Do it quickly. See, quickly. If I do it quickly, the words go and come back, and that's it. However, if I stay off for a minute, the whole thing goes away. See, but if I stay off for too long, then it doesn't come back. And that's just a convenience. So like when you're playing, it's not flashing up and down like that too much like you used to do. Because I played about maybe 500 to realistically about 750 games of this in my life. And that would always have been happening in the past, the whole time. The HUD didn't even used to be able to be disabled. And it was annoying. So it's not annoying anymore. Now when you play, it looks like this, as you see. And you just pop it up to look when you need to look. And if you forget to turn it off, boom, it's already off. But it's also not annoying if you need to leave it on. And as I was saying about the water, why doesn't the water affect? Because it says ineffective versus floating units. If you noticed, like when I was picking these units at the top left, you see where it says Death Knight? And if you remember when I was selecting the units, there was a nice little story for each of them. But when now it doesn't, there's no story. You see, it's just relevant information that's necessary for the game, or else it'll be blank. So you see that this is ineffective versus floating units. Otherwise, it is death. So let's test that out. Yeah, in one line. All right. So now, just got with a blizzard. Oh yeah, this is a good segue into this. So you notice he's green, right? Because he can move, and he can still move. See, if I click him, he's got one move. And if you bring up the HUD, see, he's still got one move. So let's hit him with a blizzard. 80% chance to hit. Hopefully it'll hit, and it'll give him a slow status effect, so it'll remove that green from him. All right, it hit him good. So now you notice that his numbers are still flashing. That's just so you can easily at a glance see that he still has attacks and casts. So what I'm gonna point out to you next is the only thing in this entire game that is counterintuitive, I guess I would say. Pardon me, I'm trying to blow in the steam deck to cool it down a little bit, trying to overheat. Maybe I keep recording. Need some compressed air. Okay. I said this was an amateur, right? Got the activated Windows thing going. I didn't say it was rich. I just said I'm working hard to make this. Alright. Forget exactly where I was going. Oh yeah. I was showing you, I was explaining how, so when the moves are obvious. This guy has 2 moves, so I can move him. Oops, sorry, I'm clicking right. So I can move him 2 times. That's obvious, right? But this is a thing that's strange about him. See, I have 1 attack and 1 cast on this guy, so I'm going to attack with him. Now I have 0 attacks and 0 casts. What happened? So we're back over here with this guy again. He has 1 attack and 2 casts, so let's do an attack.
Die.
And now we have, you see? So if you attack or cast, it's going to cost you 1 attack and 1 cast. So the result of that means that this guy, he just did an attack, so he can't attack anymore. But as you see, he can indeed still cast. So let's use Soul Ignition since he has enough MP. The letters are off center because I fixed the way that it centers it, but I didn't go back and remove the hand-coded old fix. So it will be centered. It's just one thing I have to do. See what I'm saying? Every little thing I have to do, and I'll do it. So, alright. So you'll notice now he has -1 attacks. That's irrelevant. If you have 0 or less, you can't do it. So it doesn't matter. It's just, but I don't hide stuff from that from you. A lot of games, like even if it had that odd mechanic, it would just hide it and say 0. Nah, like whatever you can think of, you can do it. And if you can't do it, there isn't some arcane reason like, well, it doesn't work. Why not? I mean, you'll know why. If it really doesn't work, tell me and I'll fix it. All right, so so you see if you step on a fire, you're going to take damage. Unlike the fire elemental, it can also explode like that. This thing will also, if you end the turn on, you're going to take damage from getting a shot because you guys came out. So, trying to be precise here. Trying to get it done before it starts overheating real bad and just lagging, and then the whole video can't be used. The game's perfect. It's just because I'm recording at 60 frames per second full screen. That's what this Steam Deck can't handle. Windows 11.
Kill who? Where to? Find out. Who do I shoot? Here you go, little buddy. Kill who?
So anyways, I'm just showing you, I guess, how it works. Obviously, in the past, so in the past, it was always, I would log in here, so this would be me, and then whoever I was fighting against would be there, and we would fight. And so the way that you win is you have a hero and you have a flag, as you can see. You either kill their flag or their hero to win. But just killing something doesn't remove it from the field. As you'll notice, our Exorcist has been dead for quite some time. And if you were paying attention when I ended the turn, you saw the words decay rising off of there. And his decay has now reached 5. If you end your turn with a unit having a decay of 5, that unit will be removed from the field permanently. I say permanently, not permanently like you lose the unit. Like if you have that unit, of course you didn't lose. You know what I'm trying to say? For the fight, for that gets over. So, so this Exorcist, when I end the turn, he's gonna, choking is from this, by the way, not oh man, it's overheating. All right, I'm gonna try to cool it down, hopefully. Try to finish it up. Hopefully it's fixed here. Yeah, it looks like it's intermittent again. Oh boy. Hopefully I can get this done. I don't want to have to drop to 30 frames per second recording. The game's running at 60 frames. I want you to see how beautiful and smooth it animates. There's units that are summoners here. I haven't even built any. Wow. Where's my... I must have let it get killed. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, good. We're good to go. Okay. I mean, frustrated for no reason. What was I about to build though? What did I want to show you? Oh, I fell out of my head. I wanted to build something to show you something. And now I can't remember at all what it was. Ah, man. This is all being changed to all these screens. That's old. The whole game, you see where my mouse is? This whole game used to only be this big. Because I started in 2010 and, you know, widescreen wasn't big. Remember widescreen like 2012 became common, so now we got all this. I changed it. But all that'll be changed and awesome looking. But anyways, what did I want to build to show you? Let me just hopefully finish telling you how it works then. So you're going to get a turret crew and you're going to get construction crew. And as you see,
Where do you want me?
there's so much I was going to say about it. I'll just be concise. One builds a turret, one builds a factory. And it's really simple. There's like strategy stuff I was going to say, but it doesn't matter. So as you see, I'm just pressing T, by the way, to end turn. Normally, you know, you would have a timer at the bottom right there would be only for your turn. Like you have like 2 minutes, and any seconds you save will be saved over from the easy early turns for when you need it, when it's harder. And you know, it won't be just random like this. The turn's just randomly ending. Like I'm just hitting T, and you can't see that what's going on, so it should stay on T. So I really don't remember what I was trying to show you.
Kill who? Here you go, little buddy.
I really don't remember, but it's fine.
Spider. Okay.
So, the way you win is to kill the person's flag or their hero, and if you kill it, and you keep it dead so that, as I said, it reaches decay 5, and then when the turn ends, you will win. These guys right now, they're just indiscriminately, when I'm going to end turn here a couple times, you can say they will just indiscriminately shoot whoever is around. But by the time you play, they will not do that. They will be on your team. They will be AI controlled, but they will be on your team only shooting the enemy. And as you see, there are multiple types of units, even more than that. And so, like, if you had a rogue cleric, it would heal you or attack the enemy. You see what I'm saying? They won't just be everybody's enemy like they are right now. This is a generator. You get a generator. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to say. So you see, like, so right now the whole screen's open because I was playing hot seat when, you know, 2 people at the same PC taking turns, same keyboard. But when you play, it'll be online, right? So this will all be blacked out. So you'll have to like move to uncover the blackness. You know, from those type of games like Warlords and Civilization, you have to uncover it so you can actually be able to. And these things, like right now, you can just build whatever, like boom, Templar, and then the Templar, right? But you have to have the, you actually have to have the blueprints, or no, I'll call it building plans, but you have to have the building plan for each thing. Let's get a kangaroo.
Unit selected.
Alright. I really don't remember. There was something I was talking about that I wanted to show you. A mechanic, and I guess it's not really that important. So class, race, and alignment are only effective insofar as, or only have an effect on gameplay insofar as certain units do more damage to classes, certain class, race, and alignments. That's it. And then I guess class gives you an idea of what the unit is, melee, magic, or range. I know it's supposed to be melee. I've always said melee, forgive me. To me, it's melee. So yeah, let's look at a normal unit here for what I was about to say next. Smack, it's funny. Smack somebody.
Do you want me to hit?
and in turn, I don't know what's going on. So, because I want to get his magic back. Oh, he had plenty of magic. I wasn't even paying attention. I forgot I boosted it up. I just want to hear him say it.
I'm about to rip this to the face.
That's me from a long time ago. I take dabs now, but this is a real bong hit, believe it. Oh yeah. So, the skills are self-explanatory. They do what they do, and they tell you what to do. HP is obviously self-explanatory, so is NP, but the NP costs. So that's instead of the hippie part of me, let's go over here on the right, and let's go look at the. Let's look at the good old Ice Mage. Look at the Fire Mage. Alright, so if you look at the Fire Mage, he's got Inferno, Firewall, Eternal Candle, and Flame Blast. And it's always in that same order, always in those colors to signify. If you bring up his abilities here, you see Inferno is indeed written in purple. Firewall is indeed written in yellow. Eternal Candle is indeed in blue. And Flame Blast is indeed in green. And so you see the NP cost is 20, 20, 15, 20. It's as simple as that. Inferno costs 20, Firewall costs 20, Eternal Candle costs 15, Flame Blast costs 20. Some of them are wildly different, some are wildly the same. Like some units function real similar to the others. If you look at this guy, okay, one more thing before I move. Notice the NP recharge 10 means every turn he gets 10 back. I mean, that couldn't be simpler. But then you go over and look at a unit like the Chakra Thief here, and like, what's going on there? You got an MP recharge of 0 and an MP cost of 0 on 3 skill. So I mean, I'll digress too much to get into it. But the point is, units. I'll have a video just for him coming up soon, for each of these ones that are more or less complete. So before it starts freezing again, I guess that's it. I think that's about everything. It said reinforcements available. Right, that's what I wanted to. I mean, I still haven't remembered what I wanted to build to show you, but. Your generator, you get a generator. Remember I said you have to uncover how you start on the side, and you have to uncover the blackness. You only have this area that you can see, but you get a generator too placed randomly, and you have a little area you can see around that. And so you get a random unit from out of there. You got a gorilla from here. Let's see on Blue's turn, or on Red's turn, let's see what they get. You got a Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist is hype. Like, you can drink a Mad Elixir, and it has a whole butt ton of effects. It can be just a bunch of different things. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You got the rarest effect, which is to turn him into a monster. It's pretty much self-explanatory right there. Let's go Red Shop. Let's go beat up a kangaroo. Let's stomp on the kangaroo. I actually didn't even hurt him, but let's say that there had been water there. Boom, instant death, one hit. Yeah. Anyways, and this guy, what we got from this guy, we got this guy, this how you can set traps. And all I'll digress too much, but the pauses and stuff that are going on with there, that's instantly gone. I'm going to talk way too much about what I'm doing, like, if I explain why, but it's not like not optimization, it's actually overthinking that they don't need to do, and that whole logic chain of thought is removed when they're put on one, or that whole loop chain that's making it take longer is removed when they're put on one side or the other. Man, I'll bore you and I'll waste time, and let me just get to this. It doesn't matter.
Unit selected.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you what this thing will do. So you see, it's got a. If you get hit, if you creep up on it, look how big the range is. Right? It's serious, right? And then it can, guard break you or slow you, so you get stuck in place and take tons of extra damage. So you see on the right how it says protect and shell? That entire HUDs up area on the right, each one of those lines to the right of HP, MP cost, all the way to under 423.58 where it says that, all of those is a status effect. I forget the number. It's like 27 status effects. There's a lot of them. I'm not going into it right now, but there's a lot of them. It only shows up if you have it, so they won't, clutter and confuse you when it's irrelevant. Like, notice on this trap on the left where it says cast, it doesn't even say move and attack because it doesn't have it, so it doesn't matter. Like, if you look at the palm tree, it doesn't like the only information that shows up is that matters. And look at the water. Like that's all you need to know. Like if you drop down some ice on the ground, all you need to know about it is right there. Alright, okay, all I wanted to tell you about the turrets is really cool. Since you get a turret every turn, you can of course shoot people with it. But again, the damage numbers will be centered, all this stuff will be fixed. And you can also, you've got a flame, you see flame, thunder, and frost. I can't talk. Flame, thunder, and frost cannon. So let's, what am I doing? Okay, yeah, thunder cannon. Let's hit it, boom. Everybody can get it. So, what does lightning do? You see, lightning, unlike the others, fire and ice that are guaranteed hit, this thing has a 50% chance to miss. And even if it does hit you, it's 50% random whether you lose an attack or a cast. But that can be very devastating. Alright, I guess that's it, fellas and ladies and fellas. I think it's funny, I jumped on him with the leap skill and he has the same skill. I jump on you, bitch, I jump back on you. Oh, we lost the cast too. No. It's for cursing, it shouldn't be cursing talking like that. Forgive me, though. Okay. Alright, so
Who must die?
that little RIP that it says will be fixed too. That's very and there shouldn't be a pause there. That's all just has to do with the animation. There's nothing wrong with the code. It's just the sprite sheet. I mean, I just gotta put it in work, and I'll put it in. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's what Final Tactics is. Look forward to playing it. You're gonna be able to play it soon. I look forward to playing it with you. I think that's pretty much, bro. I think that's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, levels are randomly generated, 1v1 PvP. There will be PvE, extensive item system. But this is the meat of it. You just play against each other, and as like I said, there will be skills even to recover the blackness. So like, let's say, right, see where my mouse is? Okay, let me get to the front here so it'll make sense. So, okay, so say it's Blue's turn. So you see where the mouse is right here? So you can see, like, he will be able to see where this green is because he's moved here. But this would literally just be blackness. So when he moves here, now this whole area, this green would have just been unlit. So he just discovered this, you see what I'm saying? But there will even be certain, many units actually that will have skills that can cover some of the area back up. So you'd have to reopen it up. But this is just a cool gameplay mechanic that will be added. It's the gameplay mechanic that will be added. It's kind of like the difference between, trying to make a comparison with poker, and I can't even remember the words now, but there's two types of poker that you could play, where like you always have some cards hidden, but when some of the cards are face up and some of them they're all hidden. I guess it's a bad analogy, but it adds a whole. Here's the Stratego. Have you ever played the game Stratego? And have you ever played chess? Well, in the difference of chess, you know everything is instantly. Stratego, you don't. It kind of adds a little bit of that element to Stratego. I think it's just excellent and cool. I put elements from so many games in this, but the video will get so long if I keep talking about it. So I'm gonna just end it. I don't know. I think I covered pretty much everything so far as what I'm gonna name this video, which is what is Final Fantasy? What is Final Tactics? See, I did it. I'm arguing with the beast like this is Final Tactics, it's not Final Fantasy Tactics. Stop telling people that when I type Final Tactics. Something about this, but the name of the video is gonna be what is Final Tactics and how do I play it? That's the last thing I wanted to say to you. I still don't remember what I wanted to show you, what I wanted to build.
Units selected.
Those are the chess units, by the way. But I will say this, how to control it. So all you do is click them to move it. It's super easy. You click it. If you want to get rid of it, it's spacebar. If you want to exit, just hit escape. This video menu will of course be improved, but so if you want to move them, you just spacebar cancel. Just click it again or hit space to cancel. If you want to attack, I already told you the HUD is right click. If you want to attack, it's so easy. You hold down control. Since I mentioned Final Fantasy Tactics, in that game, if I want to move, I've got to click him, open a menu, click move, click confirm. Here's how I move in this game. Done. Here's how I attack in this game. Done. How did I do that? So if you want to attack, you just hold down control and you click him. That's it. If you want to cancel it, space. If you want to use your spell, you hold down shift and click it. That's it. And it hit it. So it gave it a Grim counter of 2. Look, that chess king is not supposed to be on top of the HUD. That'll be fixed too. See, it has a Grim counter of 2 on that strong flag with 300 defense, but now it has minus 30 resistance because I just stole its soul. Stole the flag soul. Look, Grim counter of 1. What happens when a Grim counter hits 0? It was supposed to show it slowly destroy, and it didn't. That has to do with that loop that'll be removed. Anyways, whoo! Okay, so let's finish up with what we were saying, how to control everything right here. So
Kill who?
let's use this guy. So the chocolate thief. No, we can't because his is
Huh?
his is different. Let's just do this. I mean, the controls are the same, but he doesn't have magic, and I have to charge him. So. Alright, so there's your attack, your small flame, you just hold control. If I want to cast a spell, I simply hold down shift. That's it. If I want to use his alternate spell, I hold down alt. It's not difficult. If you want to use the third spell, control shift. There it is. And if you want to use the fourth spell, control alt. There it is. That's it. Alright, thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Look forward to playing. Be excited. I'm so excited too.